Well, the experiences that I've had in uniform are a great example, I think, that if you have a restless spirit like mine, and you know that you want to be able to do all sorts of things, military service really gives you that opportunity. Whether it be operational experience, whether it be getting some of the best clinical training imaginable, whether it be the chance to work in our hospitals doing consultation liaison work, whether it be a chance to work in a forensics capacity. As you might imagine, we have some very challenging forensics cases, and if you want to do research, if you want to teach, I mean, there's the opportunity to combine so many of those roles. Now, let me be very clear. Is military service for everyone? No, it's not. But let me also be very clear, you won't know unless you try. I mean, who would have known just a few years ago that blast injuries, IEDs, would be such a burning issue for us?
Sergeant Hopper saw lots of casualties, IEDs, and when he came back, he was a different man.
I never thought I'd live long enough as a psychiatrist to hear the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff talk about how the psychological, the moral, the spiritual injuries of war are just as important. They're on a par with the physical injuries, and that we must act accordingly, and we must organize our systems of care accordingly.
I was severely injured in an ambush right towards the end of my first tour. Part of the stigma is that people think if I ask for help that I'm showing weakness, whereas I think it's just the opposite.
We have taken stigma squarely on as that toxic, deadly hazard that prevents all too many of our troops and their loved ones from getting the help that is available. Now, of course, we know that in the military, this is not unique to our culture, but certainly it's exaggerated, I think, in the military culture. There's very tough pressure to not admit weakness, and even the toughest of the tough are acknowledging that, you know, each of us has our own human limit. And so now we have the opportunity to bring together an interdisciplinary team that encompasses so many specialties across the medical landscape, at the same time that we're working like fury to advance our knowledge and accelerate that time period that it takes to translate bench findings to the bedside, to the battlefield, and on back to the kitchen tables of America. We'll know we're really making progress on this journey when it takes no more courage and strength to get help for a brain injury as it does today to get help for a broken leg. Of course you're going to go in and get it cared for.